Hello everyone, welcome to PTE Reading and Writing Filling the Blanks Real Exam Question Series. This is 20th video in this series. It means that we have already discussed 19 highly repetitive real exam questions which has come in real paper and has been reported by many students of ours, and we discussed the reading tips, hacks, how you can also crack them, how you can also solve them. So let's get started. First things first, that now UK also accepts PT. So if you want to go to UK either on your study visa or for spouse visa, you can go for PT, and now PT is accepted in Canada by 90% of universities. So you can fulfill your dream of studying in Canada through PT also. My name is Bhrat Brij and I have scored a perfect 90 in all the 10 skills of PT, and in this video series we discuss the hacks, tips and tricks so that you guys can also achieve your target score, especially if you are looking for 79 plus or 65 plus, because reading and writing filling the blanks are quite important. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel because we post such informative videos on a regular basis. So getting started with the reading. It is of 32 to 41 minutes and you get 5 question types, and the first question type which you have in your exam is reading and writing filling the blanks, and these are the most important, and we are going to see the scoring. Why I'm telling you that it's most important, because it contributes 22 marks to your reading as well as 22 marks to your writing. If you have 4 RWFIBs and you are getting 5 blanks in each, it means that each blank is of 1 mark. So 1 mark in reading and 1 mark in writing. So this is the reason we put a lot of emphasis on RWFIBs, or reading and writing filling the blanks. So what is the strategy? You have just 3 minutes to solve your reading filling the blank. This time we could find out on the basis of big data analysis. We have a lot of data and we could find out that you cannot spend more than 3 minutes. So number one mistake which students often commit is that they read all the words. That is a wrong strategy. You do not have to understand the meanings of all the words and you have to do the skimming. Now this is today's topic. As usual, I'm going to give you 30 seconds and after that we are going to discuss it. Okay. So a super intelligence is an intellect that vastly outperforms the best human brains in practically every field, including creativity, wisdom, social skills. The definition of how super intelligence is. It could be in digital computer or ensemble of networked computers, culture, something else. On this definition, Deep Blue is not a super intelligence, smart within one narrow domain, even though they are vastly superior than humans. Entities such as corporations or scientific community are not super intelligences either. Although they can perform a number of intellectual feats which no individual is capable of, they are not integrated to count as intellects, and many things worse than single humans. Okay. So do you have to read this line more or less? No. If you have attended our lectures, we tell you that you just have to pay focus to the first 4-5 words before the blanks and next 4-5 words. That's it. And you would be able to solve your reading and writing filling the blank. Now why I have circled these words? Because it's important to know the meanings. We have to build our vocab also when we are going for PT. So what is intellect? Intellect more or less means brain. Okay, so you can replace this word with brain, is any brain. Okay, and now what is entities? Entities is a thing with distinct and independent existence, like which can exist independently, like communities and corporations can exist independently. And feats, this is a common word, many students would already know. This means that I am talking about achievement. So these are some words which I wanted to tell you. And now let's see the first blank. So this definition leaves open how super intelligence is. It could be in a digital computer. Okay. So we are talking about, first of all, see all the verb forms, they are ending in eds except one. So we are going to see eds means either it's in the past tense or it's a passive form, and ing means it's continuous one. So is popular, are we talking about the popularity over here? The answer is no. Like definition leaves how the superintelligence is. It could be in a digital computer or ensemble of network computers or something like this. So what are these? These are examples where you can find super intelligence. Okay, so you are going to apply, or you are going to put super intelligence to use in these things. So implemented, yes, this can be the answer, implemented, because what is implementation? It means that we are putting into effect. So we are putting super intelligence into effect in digital computers, network computers. Working, is working? No, doesn't make sense. Is evaluated? What you mean by evaluation? Evaluation means to measure, to gauge. Okay, are we measuring something? Are we gauging something? If this would have been about factors, we could have seen, but it's not about the factors right now. So the only option which we have contextually correct is implemented. So that's why it's going to be implemented. And now moving to the next one. And over here, your knowledge of prepositions will come handy, and we have a complete grammar course for our students, because grammar is very important to crack PTE reading, especially if you are looking for 79 plus or 65 plus. Okay, so even there it is not vastly superior the best humans. Okay, so now we are having some phrases. Okay, so this is a phrasal verb also, you can say it like this. What we say, superior than, superior then, no, it will not be there. Superior to, yes, maybe. Superior on best human doesn't make sense. Now most of Asians, people like us, will do what? Superior than, because we generally say I am superior than you. Okay, this is how we say, but it is a wrong usage. Yes, we do not use than, we use to over here. Superior to. Always remember that usage of superior than is incorrect, and we have told you this thing in our prepositions lecture. So that's why knowledge of phrases, phrasal verbs, prepositions is very important. Okay, when you say superior to, you are showing your excellence. With to, you show your excellence, and you want to show the excellence over here. Okay, right? So remember this thing. So that's why we are going to put to over here. And now again in the next blank we have prepositions again, right? So that's why it's very important to know modals, the correct usage of modals, the correct usage of prepositions, and we have approximately 30 lectures of grammar series in which we teach our students all these things. So let's see which blank will come over here. Although they can perform a number of intellectual feats or achievements which no individual is capable of. For which no individual, or of which no individual, to which no individual won't make sense, or so which individual won't make sense. So now students will get confused between for and of, right? Again, we have discussed these things in detail in our preposition lecture series of grammar, but still to tell you the reason, for is used for a purpose. Okay, means purpose, reason, destination, and of tells you more or less something like a ownership, right? Means something is derived right from something. So in those scenarios we use of. So over here what we are showing, most of the students are going to select for intellectual feats, for which, but the answer is no. The correct answer is of, because we are showing the ownership that no individual is capable of, no individual can own this intelligence, right? So that's why it will be of. Okay, do not select for, so we have selected of over here. Okay, now moving on to the next blank. See, what we are doing is we are simply reading 3-4 words before the blank, 3-4 words after the blank, and then we are trying to solve them. And this is how you can crack also your reading and writing, filling the blanks. You just have 3 minutes, and in 3 minutes you have to solve your blanks, and this is the strategy which you need to apply. So they are not something integrated to count. Okay, so now your knowledge of parts of speech is going to come handy, and we have a detailed lecture on our grammar course on parts of speech also. Why I'm saying now parts of speech knowledge will come handy, because this is your verb. Integrated is a verb, and you are going to modify the verb, and you modify it with adverbs, right? And adverbs generally end in ly. So if you see over here, you have suffice, sufficient, suffering, sufficiently. So without even knowing the meanings, without even putting them, you know that this is a verb. So before verb, generally an adverb comes. So you are going to select sufficiently. And if you read it also, the other options will not make sense. For example, they are not suffice integrated, doesn't make sense. Sufficient integrated doesn't make sense. Suffering integrated doesn't make sense. So you are just left with one option, which is sufficiently, and this makes sense also. They are not sufficiently integrated to count. So that's why it's important to know your basics of grammars to crack reading. Let's see if all the answers are correct. Yes, all our answers are correct over here, right? So this is how you can also crack your reading. The strategies which we use context-based strategies, lexical resource-based strategies, and grammar-based strategies. In context, you had seen today the skimming. Then sometimes we solve our reading blanks through backward reading or forward reading, or through tone also. In lexical resource, collocations, phrasal verbs are important. We have seen the importance today of phrasal verbs, right? And vocab, you build vocab with time. And in our grammar, we have a complete grammar course which we provide to our students free of cost, and it's having approximate 30 lectures, so that you can build your base. So in that, we will start with parts of speech, then we discuss subject verb agreement, prepositions, modals, articles, determiners, signposting words, tenses, irregular verbs, British English rules, sentences. So this is all what we cover, right? And today we had seen the usage of parts of speech and prepositions. We solved our two blanks based on the knowledge of prepositions and parts of speech. Remember, always you have 2.5 to 3 minutes to solve your reading and writing filling the blanks. In first 30 to 60 seconds, you are going to skim the content. And in the next 90 to 120 seconds, you are going to look for clues. You can use process of elimination. I always say process of elimination is best friend forever in PTE reading. We have used this extensively in reorders, reading filling the blanks, as well as reading and writing filling the blanks. All the strategies which we teach are validated and proven strategies. The proof is in the ticker below. You can see the success stories of this week, and we have so many success stories over here also where our students have achieved a perfect 90, 82. So if they can score, you can also score. And this is our WhatsApp number. You can contact us on WhatsApp at 8699121121. And if you have any questions or doubts, do not hesitate to contact us, or if you want to take institute-based coaching or online coaching. And do subscribe to our channel, because we post such informative videos on a regular basis. We give wings to your dream.